Good day, everyone, and welcome to this first close encounter of the external communication team. We are very proud and excited today that our first guest is Geert Vleminck. But before we go to Geert, I would like to introduce the team of the external communications, and this is Maria, and she's on my left side, Maria Guido. And Maria,
Hello.
maybe you can introduce yourself just a little bit.
I'm a member of the executive team in the IBF. I've been part of the executive team since 2017, I think, here we were elected in Austria. Right. I do admin, I do the minutes mostly, and with Corona, there have been a lot of minutes and a lot of Zoom calls. And here we are, new Zoom calls for encounters, but this time I hope happier ones and more pleasant and probably more educational and inspiring. So I'm really looking forward to that. And Lilian, I'll let you do the introduction of our new guest. Here's the Vleminck.
Yeah, Geert Vleminck. And I'm very happy with you, Maria, that you are on my team. So you're very vibrant. And for me, I am a member for many, many years. My first jig was in India. And since then, I've been a very strong, how do you say that? I'm an enthusiastic fan
engaged,
of,
yes,
engaged,
committed.
whatever. I'm Dutch, so I don't speak very good English, but I try to do my best in these close encounters. I will learn and learn every time. So I'm very happy to do the external communications. And so that's why we have introduced this close encounters to let you, the world, know more about IBF and our very special people that are involved with our organization and who do very, very important work to spread the breath into the world. So Geert Vleminck, you are the chairman of the executive team of the International Breathwork Foundation. Is that correctly as I introduced you? Is that...
It's perfect. It's perfect. Thank you, Lilian.
Okay, so now it's time for our little interview, and I say little, but it's little but very important and profound. So Maria, maybe you would like to ask the first question to Geert.
Yes, absolutely. Geert, I've known you since 2015. We did our first jig together. Well, it was my second jig, but it was our first jig together.
It was my first jig as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
2015 in Tenerife. Yeah.
Yeah. And I wonder if you could explain to our members and to our community how you got into breath work. I know a little bit the story, but maybe you can tell them. What has drawn you to breath work? Why do you keep doing it? What happened? How did it come into your life? Was there a special moment you would like to talk to us about? So how did you get into breath work?
Well, I booked a session, my first session in 1999, not even knowing that it was a session, a breathwork session. So I was stuck in a divorce. I was taking antidepressants and sleep medication. And I read a book about energy, and that really connected with me. I really felt very strong that everything is energy. And if you want to be in the flow of this energy, that you need to get rid of your traumas. And a few days later, I saw some promotion for rebirthing breathwork, rebirthing. And it said to get rid of all your traumas. So I said, okay, that's what I need. That's what I need to do. So I contacted Marie-Rose Windels, who was my teacher for many, many, many years. Yeah. And I had my first session with her, not even knowing. I booked a session rebirthing, and I didn't know that it was about breathing. So it was really diving into it directly. And I must say that in 5 sessions, I was really alive and kicking again. So I had really profound experiences over there. And it really changed my life. It was really mind-blowing. And after 5 sessions, I was a walking publicity for rebirthing breathwork. So, but we all know that it doesn't work like that. People need to be ready to get into it. And so that was my first step into breathwork in 1999 after a divorce and a period of antidepressants and sleep medication.
Did you start a course in breathwork immediately? How did that happen? I know you're a trained facilitator.
Yeah, no, I started with private sessions, and then I was invited to do a weekend workshops together with Marie Roos. 1 year later, we went to Germany to see Leonard Orr. I also trained with Leonard Orr. Um, and then step by step, I just started doing it and working together with Marie Roos. We facilitated groups together, so I could learn quite a lot from her. And then, of course, in 2015, I got into the GIC, the Global Inspiration Conference in Tenerife. So I got that connection with that beautiful community that we have in the IBF, and to learn from all these experienced people, because everybody offers something personal into their breathwork sessions, and that's the beautiful thing of it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, perfect. Another question. I know you wrote a book,
Mm-hmm.
and it's called Vrij voor altijd, de verborgen kracht van de ademhaling. I have the English translation as well, Breathe to be free, and it says it's a kind of magic. So that's very curious to me. Could you talk a little bit about that magic? Where is the magic in breath work for you?
Yeah, for me, the magic is getting connected with, again, with who you really are. So it's really being connected with the energy, with the universal spirits, and so on. And if you really are in that flow and connected with that substance, with that divine substance, um, crazy and magic things are happening in your life, things that you have never imagined. But if you believe in things and you are in that flow and you keep on breathing to really keep on to stay in that flow, then yeah, magical things happen. And I have quite a lot of examples of that, what happened in my life. So
give us one. Why don't you give us one?
Yeah, after my divorce, my wife and myself, we built the house, and I didn't have the money to keep it. So she moved out the house. So or we had to sell it, or I wanted to stay in the house there. And I was able to sell some kind of how do you say that? A kind of field, an akker.
Yeah, field.
A field that I inherited from my grandfather, which was not value a lot. But I wrote that man who was hiring that field a letter and say, look, I want to sell this piece of field at a very high price. It was a really crazy price, but I needed to get that money to be there. And I prayed to the spirits. I said, please help me to get this done. And he invited me 2 weeks later, and he just said, well, I agree with your offer. And I was really like, oh my God, this is really happening. And it was 7 times the price that it was really worth.
Wow.
So, but I needed that money to get the house. So I said, thank you again, my Lord. And now it's a very new thing in my life. Yesterday I signed for a new house, and linked
Congratulations.
to that. Yeah, thank you. And linked to that, there is a big space, a big room. It's a spiritual center. And so I created my own breathwork. Well, it's not my own. It's coming from the universe, of course. It's a breathwork center, and it's available for everybody. And also there, to manifest that, it was really sent from from spirit, from breath, from believing in that you can do anything you want. So that's really beautiful. And people are often get stuck in misery and in frustration and anger and fear and sadness, and you can get rid of that just by breathing and get the traumas out of your body. And if you get rid of all these things, then you get in a flow of peace and love and abundance and joy. And it's that energy, if you're in that energy, you attract whatever you want in life. So, and you meet the right people as well. So
it's the kind of magic then.
It's absolutely magic. It's more than magic.
It's a kind of magic. Okay, Geert. So I hear you talk about, if I may say so, about the essence of breath work, and the essence of being living the life that you are really supposed to live, that like you get in touch with your essence when you breathe. And if I listened to you, then good, you said you were joining the JIC in 2015.
Yeah.
And so now it's 6 years later. Now you are the chairman of the executive team of the IBF. So you are on a roll. You are getting your passion, your breath work, everything you breathe. You want to share it with the world. So and I was thinking, what would you, if you talk about manifesting things for yourself, but of course you want to manifest things with the IBF. So can you share with us your vision of IBF? How do you see IBF in like in a decade, then when we are 10 years older?
And looking younger,
Looking younger,
because
but
breathing makes you younger.
can you just share with us some of your visions or dreams about IBF?
Well, we have a very beautiful breathwork community, so it would be really great to have everybody in the world connected to the IBF and grow our community, so that people know that it's not we, it's the IBF, because it's a community. It's not only me, it's not only the executive team, it's also the work group leaders, the national representatives, but also the members and everybody who is taking that little of that big role within the organization, is to really promote breathwork in that sense that it's a liberation of your past, liberation of fear, so that people get in touch with their essence once again, so that we can bring more awareness and consciousness in this world. And we have beautiful people, beautiful souls working on that, everybody on their own way. But it's being in service of the bigger plan, you know.
Yeah.
And that's what we need to do. It's not like there's no competition within breathwork. You cannot have a good session or a bad session. You can just have the right session for you at that moment. You can only breathe right now. You cannot breathe yesterday or tomorrow. So it's really staying here and now. And there is where you find joy and happiness and love and all the beautiful things in life.
Wow, that's nice. And that's a beautiful way to end this interview with your vision and your well, with your words. And I really strongly believe that we will accomplish that with the team we have, with the community we have. And I think these close encounters are also a little our way to go into the world and into our community to introduce more volunteers and people who make this organization work, and everyone we're going to interview, because you're the first, but you're not the last, because we have many people we want to interview, and all our work group leaders we would like to introduce through these close encounters, and other people who play a very big role in the International Breathwork Foundation. So thank you very much, Geert, for your time and your presence and all the work you do for our IBF. And maybe Maria would, oh yeah, sorry, Geert, go ahead.
Yeah, you're welcome. And I'm very grateful that we finally have you guys and other people working on external communication, because that's what we need to do right now. It's really get into the world. We know that there is really, breathwork is really becoming mainstream everywhere. Absolutely. So let's do what we have to do. And thank you that you're taking up this role within the organization.
Thank you, Geert. I'll see you soon.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm sure we have some meetings planned next month.
See you at the next encounter. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.